What's in a name? In an old town in northern India, there lived a Brahmana named Ajamila. He regularly studied the Vedas and worshipped Lakshmi Narayana. He was a man of good character and all good qualities. One day, when Ajamila went to the nearby garden to collect some flowers for his daily worship, he saw a man embracing a woman. He despised the act being done in a public place, but what could he do? So he collected the flowers he required and returned home, performing his puja and other duties. However, the sight of the man embracing the prostitute woman never left his mind until he desired to have the woman as his own wife. Ajamila drove out his loving, dutiful wife and parents and brought home the prostitute. Now he had to work harder to satisfy the every need and demand of the prostitute. So he started to steal, gamble, murder, and did all sorts of sinful things he would never have done before. Ajamila had many children, and he still had to work harder to provide for the family. That means more stealing and murdering. One day, an old Brahmin friend advised, Ajamila, you must name one of your sons Narayana. So Ajamila named his youngest son Narayana. He was Ajamila's dearmost child. With his babyish talk and walk, Narayana stole his father's heart, and thus Ajamila spent a lot of time playing with Narayana. As time went by, Ajamila had become an old man. And one night, 3 very scary personalities appeared to take him away to the land of the god of death, Yamaraj. These assistants of Yamaraj, known as Yamadutas, had come to take Ajamila and punish him for all the wicked things he had done in his life. Ajamila became very afraid, and in his fear he called out to his little son, Narayana! Narayana! I am very thirsty. Please bring me some water. Narayana! Narayana! Please come fast. Narayana! Narayana! With tears in his eyes and fear too, he called out again and again, Narayana! Narayana! Now, because Narayana is one of the names of the Supreme Lord Vishnu, his servants, known as the Vishnu Dutas, arrived, hearing Ajamila helplessly calling out the name of their master. They appeared before the old dying Ajamila, while the Yamadutas were pulling the soul out of the body of Ajamila. But because he chanted the holy name of Narayana, the Vishnu Dutas stopped them from taking his soul away. Ajamila has chanted the holy names of the Supreme Lord, and thus he is freed from all sins. The holy names of the Lord are completely pure, so although he did not know it, every time Ajamila called out to his son Narayana with love, he was chanting the name of the Lord. In this way, he was freeing himself of his sins. When Ajamila saw that he had been freed from the punishment of the Yamadutas, he thanked the Vishnu Dutas for saving him from going to hell. Looking back at his sinful life, Ajamila truly regretted for not taking care of his dutiful wife and parents. He understood how bad he had been. Full of sadness and regret at having wasted his life in evil ways, Ajamila decided he would not waste the second chance he had been given by the mercy of Lord Vishnu. He left home and went to the holy place of Haridwar and spent the rest of his life chanting the holy names of the Lord, remembering the merciful Lord and worshipping him. Then later one day, Ajamila saw a golden aircraft coming towards him. In it he saw the Vishnu Dutas who had freed him before. They had come to take him to his eternal home in the spiritual world. He left his body on the banks of the river Ganga at Haridwar and went back to the spiritual world to serve his Supreme Lord forever. This is a story from the Srimad Bhagavatam, and we can learn the importance of chanting the holy names of the Lord, and also the importance of naming our children with the names of the Lord, or names that keep us in touch of remembering the Lord. In this way, it is beneficial when we call the child's name and also the child hears the Lord's name. In the age of Satyuga, one could attain God realization by the practice of meditation. And in Treta Yuga, one could attain God realization by the performance of elaborate yagnas. In Dwapar Yuga, it was through strictly following etiquettes in deity worship. In this age of Kali Yuga, when everything is contaminated and man is short-lived, it is through the chanting of the name of the Lord, the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So let's practice chanting so that we may remember to chant and attain the supreme eternal abode at the end of this life. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you. Namaste.